So is Nicki Minaj one of many sellouts? Is this the trend for rappers with money? Sell themselves just to follow the political trend, the things that's popular, the things that's anti-culture, to be edgy? Is this for album sales? Is this for some nefarious reasons? What is Nicki Minaj doing? We'll get into that and much more in today's episode of Mo Knows. So Nicki Minaj is joining Erica Kirk's Turning Point Q&A. This is not what hip hop. This is not the political landscape of hip hop. I'm going to reserve my opinions to the end. But already you have someone like Nicki Minaj, who is from the hip hop community, black or Trinidadian, I want to respect where she is, but you in the hip hop community would think that she should be far away from anyone like Trump, like Charlie Kirk, like what Charlie Kirk was saying about, the female black pilots and stuff like that. Like, this dude is racist. This is what they're saying. So Nicki Minaj for sure shouldn't be next to anybody like this. This is the rhetoric. This is what is being told right now. Okay? So now she's teaming up with Erica Kirk. And I mean, even getting into this, what I could tell you is her teaming up in Erica Kirk. I feel like the beat, like the Nicki Minajers, right? I don't know what Nicki's fans are called, but I know right now they're thinking like, what the heck is this about? So let's just read what is happening. So she's joining Erica Kirk for the Turning Point Q&A, reaffirming anti-trans, pro-Trump views, and in a faux pas, praising the assassin J.D. Vance. We'll get into the shout out to Variety for covering the story. Let's see what's going on. Nicki Minaj sat for a conversation with Erica Kirk at the Turning Point conference in Phoenix Sunday morning, calling conservative activists the cool kids in the midst of extolling her growing admiration for the current administration and her disdain for the usurping of traditional gender roles. So I think what's happening right now is you have someone like Nicki Minaj who is coming up with a conflict in her brand. It doesn't mean that her, the person, didn't always have these views, but for sure her brand, the brand Nicki Minaj, the rapper, the hip hop icon, that feels like they don't go together. That feels counter to the brand Nicki Minaj, counter to what she's been representing. It seems like she's joining people that don't care at all about the community that actually got her to the point where she can sit with Erica Kirk. Does that make sense? I'm just saying this is what I'm thinking people are mad about. I'm not calling Nicki Minaj a sellout, or I'm not calling her anything like that. I'm just saying this is, I can understand it. The most unfortunately memorable moment came when the superstar rappers praised the assassin J.D. Vance, leading to some awkward silence, with Kirk's husband Charlie having been cut down by a sniper 3.5 months ago. Erica Kirk came around to acknowledging there had been a faux pas on Minaj's part, but added that it was okay because we know what's in your heart. So I think what happened is that she said something to sound cool, but was like, it just sounded out of place. And I can see of more moments happening like that for someone like Nicki Minaj. Not because she's not able to say these things, but it might come from the fact that it's her saying it. Like, and maybe she might not be, I'm not saying she is or isn't, but maybe she might not be well versed in how to conduct herself in these moments because of the difference. But I'm not too sure. Minaj further expressed her complete respect and admiration for the handsome, dashing President Trump, elaborated on her recent anti-trans statements, dug deeper into her antipathy for trans supportive California Governor Gavin Newsom and suggested that white women have been the victims of reverse discrimination as the beauty of black women has been elevated. Yeah, these things are going in opposite directions. I can see why people are upset. So, Nicki Minaj is going through what I think many Americans are going through. She's trying to find her voice. She's trying to find her voice amidst a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of turmoil going on right now. And Nicki Minaj is trying to find her voice. She's trying to understand, where do I fit in amongst the turmoil? Where do I fit in amongst everything? This doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem real. I have my own personal views. But then you have the rapper Nicki Minaj that I don't think a lot of people would have associated with being a conservative, Trump supporter maybe. The brands are clashing. The Nicki Minaj brand is clashing with the maybe MAGA brand, Turning Point brand. Or maybe we as a whole are expanding the scope of what we think and what we define as these people's brands, or what the hip hop brand is. Maybe there'll be more people that come out and do the same thing. What is the MAGA brand? What is the Turning Point brand? I think we all have an idea or an assertion of what it could be and what it appears to be. But it's interesting because when you have over 70 million people voting for Donald Trump, they don't all ascribe or assimilate or appear to be a part of the MAGA brand. Yet the most Hispanic vote for a Republican in forever. Interesting. Fact check me on that. I think what is happening is, and this is my personal opinion, I think it's unfortunate that Nicki Minaj cannot be celebrated for her music and what she is stood for and stood up for black women. She has very much been a key voice in black women and speaking up for the needs. And it's unfortunate that because she is sharing what she believes is right or who she wants to side with, that she's getting torn down because of her beliefs. And now it's coming out because of her political beliefs. I think that is a travesty. We don't want to live in a world where you're going to be judged by anything other than the content of your character. I mean, guys, come on. This is what Dr. King was talking about. He only wanted black, brown. He just wanted everyone to be judged off of not things that they are born with. He didn't want people to be discriminated because of their skin color or where they're from. But he wanted people to be judged by the content of their character. And it doesn't matter if they're if they have a low character and they just happen to be black, then you have the ability to judge them, not in a deprecating way, but you have the ability to make assertions about that person, not because they're black and have low character, but because of their character and their actions alone. And the fact of judging someone because of their political beliefs, which is, if you align with this brand, therefore that means by assimilation, you have to believe in all the extremes of this group. I think that is a travesty. I think that's furthering the divide. Right? But let me know what you guys think. I think this is a very interesting topic. I believe Nicki Minaj should be able to stand with and support who she wants to support, and that shouldn't detract from what she has done in the black community, what she has done in the music, hip-hop world. And somebody could say, well, what has she really done for black people? I don't know. All I know is that People loved her, and now people seem like they don't like her just because of where she wants to stand. There could be a lot of things influencing what she's saying. Who knows? But let me know what you guys think. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Be on the lookout for the new Mo Knows channel. This is where I'll be talking a little bit more about current events and getting more into my background, as a political scientist. And I don't want to stray too far into politics because I don't think that's not what I want my brand to be about. But what I do want to talk about is current events in general. And if that is something that you're interested in, if that's something that sounds like you would want to follow that, I'm going to have an entire page of that. So that you're not following this page and getting some gaming and getting some music stuff. And then all of a sudden, you finally find the thing that you like. I'm going to have a page. We're going to have a consistent schedule in which you're going to get the content that you just want to hear. And you're going to be protected because you can say whatever you want in the comments. It won't be disabled. And you can say you like it. You can say you hate it. But at the end of the day, I just want you guys to know it'll be there. Jesus is the best. It's your boy Mo Fresh. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.